Now that you mention it, we never got around to discussing payment details.
Perhaps it would be...
Oh, hell no!
Good work, you two. We've already wired the mirror to them, but I couldn't pass up the opportunity. He may still blow a fuse when he learns I paid below his rates, though he did enlist our help, so it's only fair.
You are such a stingy old man. Can you not...
He's probably just pissed that they ruined all the prep work he did.
Not at all. This ended up being an oddly invigorating experience for me. Life is dull if everything goes the way you want it to. Isn't that right? Spring.
We'll see you at the next game.
He didn't do half bad for...
I'm afraid I'll require a little more proof before I accept that he is worthy of our time and trust. Anyway, what should we do from here? We were unable...
Oh, don't remind me. Guess I ought to hit up the CID's chief and see what...
I suppose we can call...
Indeed.
Yes.
We met all of the objectives that were issued to us. However, our main AI's predicted danger level remains the same.
It should have changed by now, but it still shows. We must remain vigilant as we wait for the grand reveal next.
Most of our primary objectives have been accomplished. However, I regret to inform you that the Overseer of the Thorns managed to escape. I must also apologize about the matter related to the Dark Blue Core.
Dix, are you still here?
We have already begun pursuit of the former target, and we will expand our search radius. Everything will be taken care of.
Trip to Russia completed.
Those are impressive results. Then I'll update your rank.
Got it. That's pretty good, I guess.
It is an honor.
I think there is still something to do. Oh, I thought the game is finished. Hmm? Eight days since the events are come to a close at the cover. It was announced that the explosion at Washington Trail, destruction of the whole environment. It was also prominent that all of the names that the sea island Mr. Real device being recovered, the state of emergency around it was lifted the next day. This happened in tandem with violent reports that the CEOs at the Quincy company ATVS had been formally arrested. This was a shock that the Quincy's company products were beloved across the Canada. ATVS vehicles in a major status symbol. That both men and had been blackmailed into funding a terrorist organization. The Quincy's company remained the color of names added to much of the discussion. The general global sentiment was one of compassion and concern. The embrace of badge was summarily rejected by the elites.
So that's that, huh?
Yeah. Well, Melchior's still on the run, but the authorities and the guild have taken out all their bases and secured any routes that could be used to flee the country. Their partners in crime are being taken care of too, right?
Indeed, the Gralsritter and Iscariot have put aside their differences for now to pursue the gardens. Several Jaegers, including those of Ikaruga, and even the Society have also been working.
Meanwhile, Heiwei and Marduk spearheaded the effort to expose all of Almada's connection. I believe their findings, which reveal a number of associates, have since been sold to the—
That's quite a lot.
Man, Gen and Sao never miss a beat.
Abby and the rest of our people have been hard at work with Eisenshield too.
As for the nuclear weapon, we don't need to worry about that. Professor Hamilton and the other disciples supervised its disassembly, so it's no longer— Professor Callahan isn't believed to have made any more, and the Mafia won't be capable of making more themselves anytime soon.
Even if the one sword capable of detonating them was still in their possession, they would still need a device to be detonated. I might add that Calvert is aiding the congregation for the sacraments. In going through and clearing the rubble that was once, they expect to have finished the task and found that sword together with the halberd, an armor artifact.
None of them can be used by anyone but their rightful owner anyway. I guess once that's wrapped up, we'll be able to say this whole thing's well and true.
I suppose so, yes.
We sure have.
I'm still worried about Melchior, though. Just to me, it's strange how no one seems to have any idea where he—
I still can't believe what he did to his own boss. I don't know if I'll ever be able to understand how that guy thinks.
Psychopath does psychopathic things. News. I wish I could have taken revenge on the last asshole responsible for my bro's deaths. I can't win them all.
Yeah, we're gonna have to leave that one to the Oathbreakers people. They say you gotta fight poison with poison. Now it's time to see if he'll live up to—
Right. But at least now, the world can finally be at ease.
Not really. There are more Genesis to find. But I'm also trying to tell myself that I did everything that I did. Even if I can't help but feel like a lot of people out of nothing. That's not true. There is some see your actions yourself, but I think they will. But in the business of them, that's fine. That's fine. That's good enough. So no thanks to Six Genesis. We were happy that just gives 2 now. So that should be the case of the percentage.
So, now that we've dealt with Almada, things should be back to business as usual, but there's still gonna be plenty on our plates, especially in the short term. But it's about time you guys started thinking about whether or not you want to keep working here.
assistant or have the budget to do it. Plan to find those last two gems, but it's gotta be on the side of other world. So while I'm wrapping candle, I'm swamped. Nice, it's moving. Run each window. There's gonna be some big event taking place in a few months. As you said, still
I just wanted to give you guys a heads up that you should be thinking about this stuff. The Revolution Festival's in 3 days, and we're gonna be drowning in work until then. Been a while since we could focus on 4 SPGs and Edith, so hope you're ready to dive in soon.
finale for you upon your return. Nice. Last chapter. I'll meet you guys here at half past 9. There you're gonna be in the meantime. So not much. I do have something I need to do. Pretend that was easy last night was the same thing. I just get going there.
Yeah, just tell me what you want. No, this isn't who I am!
I found it.
So, he found something out from Mare.
So you're going back to your apartment?
Yeah, I guess that's the plan. It looks like Buzz Raiders finally given up on their stupid obsession with me.
So there's been so much going on lately that I'm sure they've got bigger fish. Oh, you're fine. I've actually been wanting to thank you for helping out Judith for a while now. Please pass on my regards to everyone else as well, including the family who runs...
Now hold your horses!
Because I'm sure that you just weaseled your way into his trips outside the capital without taking... I don't know all you've been up to, but I do know that you were able to return in one piece thanks to Arkwright's... And with how much I respect you as my senior in the industry, I think it's only natural for me to want to say...
So you respect me that much, huh? I mean, not that it isn't perfectly natural. She's become such a sass. She was so cute and polite when she first started out, but look at her now. All that
Yes. Although I don't know if 15 is early or late.
It's not late, but it's not really early either. I started a lot of actors and actresses get their first roles when they're children even, which just goes to show how much of an unusual... She ended up going from a rookie to a top actress. I didn't realize you knew your way around different acting techniques. I agree with you. Her performance in Wolf's Requiem was amazing. Boy, she's 4 years my junior and already she's nipping at my heels. But I say bring it on. I don't... You better watch your darn mouth. And while I'm at it, I think what you said earlier was...
So, now that we've dealt with Almada, but it's about time you guys started thinking about whether...
Wow, I didn't expect... Well, no, but I inherited my techniques from my mom. Oh, I get you now. You've got something you don't want people to get involved in too, huh? Or I guess, something you can't afford. But I really, well, I've got my next film's premiere coming up, so I'll go back to my... I just wish I didn't have a bunch of stuff to report to Mom and...
What? You come to talk about that cold bunk you... If it was gonna eat away at you, you shouldn't have said it in the first place. Looks lame when a dad past his prime sulks over his teenage kids. Sure do. I'm a born and bred Longport boy, but I've only been here for 3 months. That's barely enough to... So unless I've got some specific reason, I wouldn't mind going to a few other places. Hell, I'd even put Eastern Zemuria on... Knock it off with the my baby's growing up vibe. Oh, and let's get one thing straight. Me staying in the capital doesn't mean I'm gonna be at your beck and call. If the girls left and this place turned into a total sausage fest, I don't even want to think about how sad a sight... You mean that tyrant? Yeah, nothing there. Yen can call me a reincarnation all he wants, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm as me as I can. I decide what I want to do with my life, not some dusty old relic from the ancient past. And what's that supposed to mean? Don't be such a freaking... Anyway, get lost so I can have my fun. Though, if you don't mind waiting to kick some ass on the clock, that'll give me time to go tap some ass off the clock.
Oh. Yes, we've been able to pinpoint groups related to them. They're dummy corporations. I admit to some, but Marduk has largely decontaminated the area, so... Between the war against the Empire and the Tower and Crossbell appearing soon after, feels like too much is happening too fast in Zemuria. As other countries seek to catch up with the Republic and its latest innovations, Zypha's, I imagine the need for Marduk's services will only expand going forward. I am but a humble concierge. My focus for the foreseeable future remains supporting you, Mr. Arkwright. Be that with Mare or with your stun caliber. I could do most of my work remotely as I did before, of course, but I am now aware of... Well, I suppose I do. Though I would like to believe I'm making a fair contribution irrespective of that. It's nothing really. I was only thinking that I might not be able to help you from next month onward. You see, next month will mark 1 year since I was given this body, and it's about time it was given some Depending on matters here and the overall project status, I might have to return to my former environment. In that event, I would have no choice but to... So you have an inkling as to what that former environment was? What gave it away? Was it something about the way I work? Please, don't misunderstand. As you're aware, Marduk is a logical So long as I keep demonstrating I can provide value to them, I don't doubt that in that regard, our relationship is quite equitable. I even plan to purchase it from them if... It most certainly is costly, but with my salary, I think it's possible that I could have enough miras. My current arrangement here earns me even more than my remote work did too, so I would... Well, I can't give you a specific number, but about enough to buy an Etoise.
Hello, Van.
Oh, is it time to go already? Yeah, they don't have complete free will, but they do have a networked... Zeros is the same. They're around the same quality as those combat shells in the Empire. The other mare is leagues ahead of them on a technical scale, but Hades knows how long it'll take humanity to make something. Oh, absolutely. We're talking singularity. Still, we know it's theoretically possible. That was proven by what happened behind this. You've heard all about that, I assume. I'd like to help the professor with her work at some point. Still, I'd rather finish things here before moving on to something else. Working here has been incredible. Basel has patently more in the way of facilities, but the orbital network is lightning quick these days. It's even helped me attend lectures. Being here will also let me take part in the project to upgrade the network currently in use in Edith and the surrounding area. Though, at some point, I'd really like to broaden my studies at the Epstein Foundation, ZCF. What?
For a little while longer. Hold it then to breathe down on your neck if your hair starts to nosedive. Researching.
You're probably right. Still, are you sure you aren't gonna need my help? Almada might be out of the picture, and there's still a lot we don't know about Mare, the Grendel, or Marduk either. Yeah. Then there's whatever Yang, Professor Cronkite, is working on with the President. That's so random. And don't think I didn't notice you patting me on the head.
You've become very red, Katra.
My temperature is perfectly normal, thank you very much.
Oh, yeah! Honey, they're supposed to be the same edition. It's been really I was thinking the same thing. So, Aaron, before I met you, I barely left the village. But Ida wasn't kidding when she talked about how big the outside world is. Even if I dedicated my entire life to studying, I doubt... No, I totally get timing is right. Now that Almada's gone, I feel like I've been able to vent. Sounds like Abby's willing to forgive me for disobeying. I also miss Umi, my mom, and my siblings Lana and Camille, to tell you the truth. But I've also gotten used to living in Calvert, and and more than anything else, I'd be really... I guess you're... You really think I could be... Yeah. Still, is it okay if I... Okay.
Snuck off the brick preparation Russian.
As you well know, I shouldn't even be alive. I've decided to make the most of this chance, to try things I couldn't even imagine. The magazines you used to read were quite inspirational. Indeed. He may be a man of few words, but he is an honorable judge. Rank-and-file armed monks trust him, so I would be confident in Iscariot's handling of matters, if he were the only one they answered. Correct. They took up their post after my retirement. I believe their identity is considered a top secret, even among the Congregation for Divine Worship, to whom the paper, I suspect, only a small number of people, several hundred Iscariot monks, the cardinals of the Congregation for Divine Worship, whoever they are without a doubt the congregation's watch. It's far too late to be caring about such still, whether they are criminal or legal. Your old friend, I genuinely believe that the more people you know and interact with, who we meet, shapes who we be these relationships fortunate or foul, we are all the more human because of them. Surely the past 5 years have taught.
Yeah.
There are things in life you cannot avert your eyes from. Whether you can realize that fundamental...
Whoops.